Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on how things are going. And a month or two ago, we posted something on Facebook asking if anyone had any questions that they would like to know. So things are going well. We're enjoying our new apartment a lot, and we have a great landlord, and God's just really been blessing us in a lot of ways. It's still stressful, as always, to live in a foreign culture. And we can still definitely use prayers for language learning and for building relationships here. So some of the questions that people would ask was, how are we relating to our neighbors? And to answer that, we're doing a lot better this time than last year. Last year is very difficult to relate to any of our neighbors because we were learning the language and we couldn't communicate with them. And we had a neighbor that went around telling people, don't talk to them, they're Americans. They're foreigners, which made it very difficult for us to meet anyone. But at our new apartment, I've got to have several conversations, although short, with people in our elevator, which we didn't have last year because we lived on the ground floor. And we've been having electrical problems with a couple different things. So I got to know one of our neighbors who is an electrician. And I've been able to spend some time with him over the last couple months, which has been a huge encouragement and an answer to prayer. So we thank you for praying that we would be able to get to know some of our neighbors. Another question is, how's the language barrier going between our kids and Romanians? We have a nanny now, a babysitter that comes a couple days a week to watch the boys while Jamie is out learning language. And this has been good because it helps them get more exposed to the language, because we ask her only to speak Romanian to the kids. They have been going down to the park every day that it's nice out, but Beckham still struggles with relating to kids because we always speak to him in English at home, and this sometimes in Romanian. So he's much more fluent in English, and he tries to play with the kids in the park in English, and really has a hard time communicating. So we could really use prayers that he would just continue to learn Romanian and continue to be more and more open to playing with other kids at the park, because a lot of times you can tell he's very uncomfortable. Another question is, what is social life like in Romania? And specifically, what's it like going to buy groceries and eating out? Eating out is definitely different. Because in the States, you'd usually buy a plate that comes with like a piece of chicken and a piece of bread or french fries and then a vegetable. And here you usually buy everything separate. So you'll buy your chicken and then you'll buy what vegetable you want. And vegetables usually only are mixed vegetables, which is eggplant and zucchini and onion grilled together. Compared to in the States where you could buy broccoli or baked potato. So the vegetables are usually more limited when you eat out. And groceries, we usually buy our groceries almost every day at an outdoor market where we can buy fruits and vegetables. And for harder things to find, we go to big supermarkets that would be comparable to like a Walmart. And then two related questions about human trafficking here. One of them is, are churches becoming more open to helping rescued girls? And how are our co-workers helping out with some of the trafficking victims? To answer the question about trafficking and churches helping, yes, churches and Romanians are beginning to help more at the shelter, but they can still use a lot of prayer because it's still not as widespread as we would like it to be. We'd love to see lots of churches helping out, and right now it's much more isolated with just a couple individuals here or there. With our team, we have one team member that goes to the shelter once a week to hang out with the girls and spend time with them. And our team leader and his wife are on the board helping the organization make decisions. And Jamie's been going once a week, whenever she can, to meet with a lady at the shelter to learn language. However, this lady continued to break rules at the shelter, and she was just asked to leave recently. This is the second time she's been asked to leave, and the first time she was able to come back. So now Jamie's language helper at the shelter, and the woman she's been spending a year building a relationship, just recently left. So we could really use prayers in knowing how to pursue our involvement at the shelter now. And yeah, a lot of prayers appreciated in that area. Then the last question is, what is the immigration situation like coming from Syria, and how is it affecting daily life? The Syrian immigrants aren't affecting our life as much as they are in Western European countries. Because we're not directly on the way to Germany or Switzerland or Scandinavian countries, not as many immigrants come through Romania, and we're not getting as many here. So it's not affecting us significantly yet, except we do see some racism beginning to sprout up here. And we know soon there's going to be about 1,000 Syrian refugees that will be settled here in Bucharest. So we could really use prayer as we try to come alongside the local churches. One of our team members is going to conferences on the refugees and trying to learn as much about ways we can help them and how churches are helping them across Europe, so that we can be a part of that when it becomes a bigger issue here in Bucharest. So we want to thank you guys so much just for all of your prayers, all you guys do for us. And if you have any questions, please continue to post them on Facebook, and we'll try to keep making some videos answering them. So thanks, bye.